On the foreign scene, Malaysian police rescue over 400 minors in care homes, arrest others over abuse claims. And in sports, Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta signs new 3-year deal. Now the details. I am Dele Agadumo. As the 2-day National Women's Conference organized by a Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials, COWSO, ends, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has challenged women to be more innovative with the knowledge gained for a better society. Governor Sanwo-Olu pledged that his administration will continue to allow women thrive in governance and encourage them to see themselves as agents of change for the renewed hope agenda of the President Tinubu's administration to be actualized.
All of the insights that you have gained from all of the sessions and all of the things, the inspiring lectures, and take it back, like I said, and not be constrained by any form of limitation, not be constrained by any form of boundary, and to make meaningful change in your communities, in your household, and in our nation.
Also speaking at the event, Nasarawa State Governor Abdullahi Sule, who was represented by his Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Aisha Ibrahim, commended COWSO for the National Women Conference aimed at regional integration for progressive change.
Pertinent to state that women constitute a significant segment of our population and perform a unique and indispensable role in ensuring the growth and development of our societies. The opportunity of this occasion to challenge our women across the country to emulate the example of the women of Lagos State in establishing and sustaining a forum such as this to promote growth, progress, and development of their communities.
In her closing remarks, wife of the Lagos State Governor and chairperson of COWSO, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, urged women to embrace home farming to ensure food security, be prudent in spending, and reduce affluence as the nation is going through difficult times for a better economy. Mrs. Sanwo-Olu also noted that the knowledge gained at the conference would enhance the nation's development.
It is essential that we embrace the reality of the present economic situation, not only in Nigeria, but globally. The era of extravagant lifestyle is over. We must adjust, prioritize what truly matters, and lead by example in our homes and communities. Please, let's reduce the affluence. There's a lot of people out there that are feeling the pinch, even you.
Dignitaries in attendance included the wives of the governors of Borno, Osun, Ogun State, wife of the Inspector General of Police, wife of the Minister of State for Health and Senior Special Assistant to the President on Sustainable Development Goal, Princess Adijoke Orilokwe Adefulire. Certificates of appreciation were presented to all sponsors of the event tagged Friends of COWSO, while a minute's silence was observed for all members of COWSO who lost their lives in the last 1 year, in a sober reflection by all participants, both physically and virtually. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has called for the use of biodegradable and combustible packaging materials by food processing companies as an eco-friendly option for a sustainable environment. Governor Sanwo-Olu made the call at a smart packaging conference held at Victoria Island, Lagos. Speaking on the theme, Unlocking Nigeria Food Security, Implementation of Smart Packaging to Reduce Waste, the governor, who was represented by the Commissioner for Commerce, Cooperatives, Trade and Investment, Folashade Ambrose Medebem, underscored the role of food packaging and processing industries in driving economic growth, with a charge on the industry players to shape the future of the industry to an eco-friendly one. He urged stakeholders to embrace sustainable packaging technologies with urgency, stressing the need for cross-sectorial collaboration to manage plastics responsibly and drive innovations that protect the environment. In his presentation, the Managing Director, CEO of the Lagos Waste Management Authority, LOMA, Muyiwa Gbadegeshi, highlighted the immense global challenge of food loss and waste, which he noted was a significant contributor to environmental degradation and resource wastage in regions like Africa, where food security was still an issue. Lagos State Materials Testing Laboratory Agency, LSMTL, has collaborated with the Lagos State University, LASU, in a bid for comprehensive engineering education towards applicable technological advancement in the built industry. General Manager of LSMTL, Olayinka Abdul, said to enhance the materials test processes in averting building disasters within the Ojo-Badagry axis, there is a need to erect a materials test edifice within the Ojo campus of the institution, noting that it will also create an opportunity for more learning experiences of undergraduates in the built sector. While reiterating the impact of the initiative for economic development, Abdul stated that the industrial collaboration will augment knowledge exchange between academia and the construction industry for better practices, emphasizing the shared commitment of both institutions in setting the stage for future development that could have lasting impacts on the infrastructure of Lagos State and beyond. On her part, the Vice Chancellor, Lagos State University, LASU, Ibiyemi Olatunji Bello, noted that the laudable initiative will enhance the experiential digital aspect of engineering towards uplifting the standard of education. Lagos State Task Force has carried out a major anti-Okada operation at Aunt Kenny bus stop in Ikorodu and Berger bus stop. The agency's chairman, Adetayo Akerele, said the operation, which targeted areas restricted by the Lagos State government, resulted in the confiscation of 64 motorcycles which had been operating on the restricted routes, thereby flouting the ban on their activities on all highways in the metropolis. Akerele said enforcement exercise is part of the ongoing efforts by the agency to maintain order and ensure compliance with the state government's ban on Okada operations in designated areas. He reiterated the government's stance, warning Okada operators to desist from flouting the law. Now to the rest of the stories. The Federal Competition and Consumers Protection Commission, FCCPC, has appealed to stakeholders in the production and distribution value chain to join the drive to curb price fixing and other unethical practices. The Vice Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the agency, Tunji Bello, made the appeal while addressing captains of large and small-scale industries, leaders of market associations, transport operators and service providers at a town hall meeting hosted by the Commission in Lagos. According to him, the meeting was necessitated by startling discoveries made by the Commission during a survey conducted nationwide. Bello, who acknowledged that the exchange rate and the increase in petrol price made oil prices unsustainable, frowned at the disproportionate increases in the prices of food items, which he said were often perpetrated by cartels to exploit consumers. He said the FCCPC chose to first explore the option of dialogue with a view to arriving at a consensus to deal with the growing trend, despite being empowered by the FCCPC Act to deal decisively with offenders. Former Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, has charged Eco Club on 50 years development plans that will confront the challenges ahead for sustainability. Fashola gave the charge at the 50th anniversary lecture of the club, themed Eco Club at 50, the role of social clubs in social engineering. According to him, the theme deserves utmost commendation, saying matters of dominant common interest of today are dynamic. Fashola, who highlighted the roles of social clubs, charged the current executive members of the Eco Club on initiatives and programs that would make public office holders accountable, gave insight into government plans and policies, societal issues, and climate change, among others.
Nobody can pretend that there is no global opioid and drug epidemic. And we are no longer immune from it. We are living with it. Families are suffering in silence. What are we doing about this? These are the challenges the next 50 years. And we have to get a plan to confront it. As I said, if the interest and welfare of individuals concerns us, then the interest of every one of us must be the interest of all of us.
In his address, Chairman of the Day, Akin Kekeriakun, urged the club to build a think tag that would touchlight the activities and happenings within the state.
Social engineering of whatever the state government is going to do. I don't believe we do it very well now. But I think, Mr. President, if I may ask, you should have a think tank that will see to what is going on in the state. And we should impact whatever is going on in the state. This is the law that must be recognized.
In his remarks, the 22nd president of Eco Club, Razak Amodu, said the club's activities go beyond socializing, assuring that it would continue to make valuable impacts that would improve the society. The event featured documentaries and award presentations to the guest speaker, Babatunde Fashala, and chairman of the day, Akin Kekeriakun, among other activities. And now to foreign news. Malaysian police have rescued 402 children and teenagers that they suspect were physically and sexually abused across 20 care homes. Police Inspector General Razaruddin Hussain said the victims, aged between 1 and 17, were said to have endured various forms of abuse, with some allegedly forced to perform sexual acts on other children. According to Hussein, police arrested 171 suspects, including religious teachers and caretakers. The care homes are allegedly linked to a prominent Islamic conglomerate, which has issued a statement denying all wrongdoing. Our sport Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has agreed on a new 3-year contract with the club. The Spaniard was set to be out of contract at the end of the season, but is now expected to stay until 2027. The Gunners appointed Arteta, who had been working as a coach under Pep Guardiola at Manchester City at the time, to replace compatriot Unai Emery as boss in December 2019. He led Arsenal to victory in the FA Cup final at the end of the 2019-2020 campaign to claim his first major trophy as a manager. And that is on News at 10. Just before we go, remember, speed thrills but kills. Please avoid excessive speed. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration trained 250 residents in an entrepreneurship mentorship program? Can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, to have the highlights of the major stories. As the 2-day National Women's Conference organized by Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials, Council, ends, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has challenged women to be more innovative with the knowledge gained for a better society. The Federal Competition and Consumers Protection Commission, FCCPC, has appealed to stakeholders in the production and distribution value chain to join the drive to curb price fixing and other unethical practices. We also told you that Malaysian police have rescued 402 children and teenagers that they suspect were physically and sexually abused across 20 care homes. In sports, Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has agreed on a new 3-year contract with the club. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Aderayo Iduwolaya. I am Dele Agadumo. Good morning. Thank you for listening.
News from Lagos Traffic Radio 96.